Alright, let's try it again. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Good day, YouTube, and welcome to the stream. We are gonna continue the development of Shadows of Tuonela here. We have a really important piece of work today. We are gonna go into boss mode. Yeah, we're gonna start bringing bosses to life. We got a couple of really cool pieces of art from our artist Ilomski, and I have received the work files, so we can start doing them. We can start bringing them into Unity. We can start rigging them, giving them a skeleton. We can start making them move and talk about what the bosses are gonna be like in the game. By the way, for the reference, there's gonna be an extra stream tomorrow on Twitch. My artist Ilomski is going to join us, and he's probably gonna take over my PC while we are live, and he's going to help us do some boss animations. So if you are into that kind of stuff, and if you want to talk to someone who's like a veteran in game dev world, gaming industry, as an artist, professional artist, you can ask him questions. We're gonna be chatting. We're gonna be having a good time tomorrow. So that's gonna happen like somewhere in the evening time, Finnish time, maybe 5-6 p.m., something like that. So if you're interested in that, join the extra stream tomorrow on Twitch. I don't know if we're gonna do multi-stream. I don't know. Maybe we'll do. Maybe we won't. So yeah, that's it. Let's get started with Louhi. We have two bosses making their way to the game, and I think we're gonna start with Louhi. He whistleblowed on her because denied him contact with the kid for years. That's really dark stuff. But hey, good day everyone, and I hope you guys have had a nice start to the weekend. And have a happy weekend, everyone. I'm gonna be a little bit more on the mellow side today, because my girlfriend Garnet is there sitting beside me on another PC doing remote studies. She's like taking these lectures, and I don't wanna pay too much or like take too much of her attention. So I'm gonna be a little bit on the chiller side today. I hope you guys can see that. Alright, so this is Louhi. Amazing artwork from Team Ilomski, and we gotta bring her to Unity. The boss is gonna be multi-combat, so many players can attack at the same time. That is a good question. Them thighs are thick. Yeah, Ilomski, exactly. So what we wanted to, we had a good chat with Ilomski and Ilomski's girlfriend, or I think it's spouse. So they've been kind of like working together to bring these ideas into life. So what we wanted to do with Louhi is we kind of wanted to do this non-traditionally kind of like sexy and attractive character. So she's gonna be kind of like this badass who like commands respect. Like when you see her stomping in the Louhi Peninsula north of Pohjola, she's gonna be pretty fierce. And yeah, we wanted her to be kind of like this traditionally kind of like, how would you say it, kind of like this, you know, badass lady, kind of mistress slash what is the word I'm looking for? Justina. The Finnish people probably know who Justina is. She's kind of like this fictional character from Finnish culture that's kind of like this kind of like bigger lady who is stomping like everyone with a freaking what is it called, like the kaulin. I always forget what the word is. Kaulin. It's kind of like rolling pin, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Ilpo. Justina, so this is kind of like the reference. She is from a comic, Pekka Puupa, and yeah, she really like she gave some tough times to a lot of people. It's a little bit under the webcam, but you can probably see what I'm talking about. So I'm really happy about this. I think this is one of the coolest designs we've got for the game. Really young from Moomin Attitude. Something like that. So now we gotta figure out a way to bring her into the game, basically. So let's just go ahead and give it a go. So PSD. Was it PSD or PSB that was supported for Unity? Which one was it? I gotta go check it out. So PSTDF PTSD. How's Ilva doing? A good morning. All right, let's go ahead and check it out. So I think these are the files. So this one, yeah, this is it. So what is this file? This is PSD. So I think it's PSD. All right. So what is this? This is PSD. That's PSD. All right. Good stuff. So this should basically work. This should basically work. So let me just image file, PSD file. Well, I'm actually just going to I'm gonna save it into my game folder. PSD. She's skipping lower leg day at the gym. No, look at those thighs. Like she is there, like doing like squats all day, every day. Maybe she shouldn't like skip cow's day, lower leg day. yeah. She should probably do some leg like you know, those leg races or whatever. Hello, how do you call that? Cows. Yeah, cows are the muscles like at the lower legs. So we're gonna go in here. My brain hasn't woken up to this day, by the way. I am feeling a little tired, but it's alright, guys, it's alright. Let's do a new folder called bosses. And this is Louhi. Kind of like the PSD file or whatever. Our player has duck legs, so she's a bodybuilder. Something like that. Alright, so we should have a new folder called bosses. And we should have Louhi PSD file over here. Let me go over, let me hide the chat so you can see a little better. So this, I think we oughta do a little bit of, I think we should remind ourselves, like, how was this done? How was this done? So for example here, so it's 2048. What kind of, that is crazy big now, isn't it? That is crazy big. This is something like 2K. That is something like 2K. I actually read, I think I asked ChatGPT about the pixel per unit values, and apparently these have nothing to do with the actual like asset sizes. So these are actually like the values, which is basically like how many pixels are we putting, or how many pixels should this piece of asset be per 1 meter in like Unity world. So I think like the values like the values that they recommend somewhere are like 100 or 200 or something, and we have been blasting these like tenfold. So it's kind of funny. But I think we're gonna go with these because that's what we've been doing. At some point we probably are gonna like switch everything to lower resolution to make up for the like missed performance or whatever. So let's give it a go. We're gonna go into bosses over here. I think it is multiple. Let me just check that. Yeah, it's multiple. Yeah. Alright, so multiple. So this is 2048. I don't know if it's supposed to be that big. Maybe we should just... At some point we gotta probably bring it down. But not now. Not now, right? Let's see, do we need any of these? I think that's pretty much it. And wait, where's our layers? We are missing the layers, aren't we? We are missing the layers, which means that this is not right. Show in Explorer. So it's a P... Wait, what? Is it a PSD? Save as. It is a PSD. So is it supposed to be a PSB? Oh yeah, I forgot. I think you need to change it to a PSB. Let's try that. Let's try that. So go back into the Explorer. I'm gonna change it into PSB. Did that work? No. That didn't work. What's up with that? Ooh, that's why. That's why. Alright, so we shouldn't have done that. That's why. Alright, so we need to put this into PSD importer. And there it is. There it is. There it is. Now we can check that we have all of the layers. Yes, very good. These are not going to be needed. And that's basically it. Now, let's apply and check what it looks like. Yeah, this is right. So we have all the layers kind of like spread out. Then we can go ahead and go into skinning editor. And this is the hard part. So we kind of have to figure out where should the bones be. Where should the bones be? And this is gonna be very difficult for me. Sprite sheet, so this one does that. Visibility, bone sprite, yeah. So we can hide these if we want. So you can kind of see the leg. So we have basically like, it's kind of like the lower leg, and then we have, where do we have that? The quads, and then, so we basically have like no visibility to her like second leg. She only has one leg as far as we can see. So I wonder how we're gonna like handle that. I guess this is kind of like she's only gonna like be walking on the one leg and the other one is kind of like just moving a little bit or something like that. Like the whole dress is gonna be kind of like moving. I guess we can kind of like picture or kind of like imagine that her other legs would be here. Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. I haven't done a lot of this rigging, so I hope that I don't butcher her. I hope I don't butcher her. So we're gonna be creating bones. First of all, we always need first we need the pelvis. So this is kind of like the main bone that's handling all the. And don't worry, you will. This is kind of like handling the. It's kind of like the pivot point to everything. All right, so I think that's probably something that we could go with. I think we can change the names here. So this is pelvis. And this other one is torso. Then we gotta be really mindful here that we get the hierarchy right. So how Unity handles this is that you can have like certain bones that are under some other bones. And that's how it works for humans as well. Is that basically, for example, like your arm, you have your like shoulder bone or whatever. I don't know the actual words, but basically the bone that comes from your like shoulder to your elbow, that is the main bone, and then you have the arm bone kind of like after that. So you need to be mindful that you get the hierarchy right. So I think if we do this leg now, the leg's gonna start somewhere around here. Something like this, and then we're gonna do this, and finally that. Holy shit, Gilded Birch! Do you need to be bonked? Alright, so that's basically the other leg, and that's... Now we're gonna like try to imagine where the other leg would be. So I think it would be around here. And then something like here. I am not the best to visualize this kind of stuff, but I would assume it would work something like this. With these kind of sprites. It's working, guys. It's working. That's what we were going for. Alright, then this, the arms are gonna be tied to torso. So we're gonna go behind the boob here. I think it's gonna be roughly around... I think we can't... I don't think we can do the... Ai, Kerru! 82 months, oh my god! Oh my god, that is huge! Nice. 82 months, Kärry, kiitoksia ihan mielettömästi 82. Se on jo aika lähellä 7 vuotta. Mikä on nopealla matematiikalla 7 vuotta? Stop hovering over the nipples. It's probably Freudian. Se on hyvä. Ei oo kiva jännä. Vähän hassu. Mut maistuu myös ihan rehille. 84 months will be 7 years. That is absolutely crazy, Kärry. Thank you for crazy long support. Kärry's been here from the start, basically. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to share the ride. Yeah, never done 2D bones, weird stuff. Ilpop! 7 years to say. More like 7 months, but that is 7 years to us. Ilpaan, Kärry. Pojat perkule. Kiitoksia, pojat. Thank you. Big support, making my day and making my weekend. Thank you, guys. Oh man. So, guess what? Ilpo and Kärry are gonna dodge. They are gonna dodge all the ads. There's gonna be ads now. Not for Kärry and Ilpo, that's for sure. So how do I like? How does the hand work? Where is the hand? Is it like this? That's like where is it? Where is it? Yeah, like is it there like this? like... Alright, so it is kind of like, yeah. Okay, so Garnet has an eye for this, obviously. I don't, so I'm just gonna do something like that. And then we need one more for the head. So we're just gonna go ahead and take from the chin, roughly. And kind of like do this head bone. And these are needed to make the animations come into life. So what we can do now is we're gonna do our Unity magic here. We're gonna attach these sprites into the bones, and then we can move the bones and it's gonna move the sprites as well. So it's really cool. It's really cool tech. Make the other hand hidden and instead treat the cape as one. Makes for a cool aesthetic. Oh, Garnet is like, alright, that could work. Make the other hand hidden and instead treat the cape as one. So what you're saying is that basically the other hand wouldn't be rigged as much, but this kind of like this cloak would be. Interesting. Like, I don't have that much of experience here that I could be like, yeah, alright, so this is how it needs to be done. Or I don't have any vision that like, okay, so this is exactly what can't be done. I'm imagining the different parts just flying around funnily once this is done. Yeah, that won't hopefully happen. Yeah. Looks like it's going forward and up a bit. Maybe. Alright, let's try this out. This one could be a little bit different as well. Like it could be rotated somewhere. I don't know, maybe this is the way to go or something. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this. So we have only done this once, so bear with me guys. Let's change the bone names. Miten sä laitaisit sit ton toisen käden tohon, jos... Onks tää niinku oikein vai onks se väärin? Joo. Niin. Tässä jotenkin niinku mennä vähän eteenpäin. Niin, tää ei välttämättä oo niin tarkka. Niin. You always laugh at me. Try this. All right. I mean, like I'm just a non-game dev with an opinion on what might look cool. I have no idea how feasible and doable these ideas are. Yeah, you're kind of in a similar place than me. I've only done this once, and there's probably 100 things you could do here. I know. Based on one video that I saw on this rigging, is that the bones necessarily don't need to be where the real bones would be. It's kind of like if you're doing like some kind of like, you know, over the top buff, like only upper body, like orcs, you can kind of like have there be some like phantom bones that help you animate. So it's not exactly like that the bones should be where they would anatomically be. It's more like how do they move the sprites, and how do they work towards the like animations. So I'm a little bit like uncomfortable in these. So we just gotta like give it a go. We gotta test it and fix it if it's bad. So this is gonna be right arm, and then underneath we have right hand. And here we have left arm. Same, I have all these cool visions, but no idea if they are even doable. Probably everything is doable, but I don't know how to do them. This is gonna be the head, and then we have a right leg. Anything's possible. Like Gilded Birch, how's it going? Then we have right, I don't know, foot. And Then we have left leg, sex leg, am I right? And left foot. All right. Now, what we're gonna do the magic. We're gonna do the magic. There's one thing we should probably do before we forget. And it's the fact that we shouldn't include the weapon in here. Or should we? Should we include the weapon? Because the thing is, the weapon is not, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's supposed to be here. I think we probably are better off taking it off. Yeah, we're not changing the weapon like from character we are, but it's not like we wanna like bend it. We don't wanna bend it. We don't wanna like warp it when the hands move. So I think we're gonna attach it like later on. Let's try this. So what we need to do is we're gonna do auto geometry, and we're just gonna like generate all visible, and this is gonna like weight the sprites. Are the different body types on different layers? Yes. All of them are separate. It has to be done that way. So let's see how this goes. So now Unity is gonna kind of like calculate based on the bones and the hierarchy, the sprites and how they should be kind of like parented. So for example, like here's a bone. I think it's like a femur bone or whatever. And then we're gonna like look at the leg, and the leg is going to be like, kind of like, it's gonna be the child of the bone. It's if that makes sense. So I don't know all the fancy words and how this works, but I think it's really cool. Since it's very stylized, it might not do a good job. I think it will do a good job. But we've had some problems with this previously. I think what we last time had a little bit of an issue with was that this process was just taking forever. So we're gonna wait and see how it goes. Yeah. Do you guys remember when we did this for the main character? Like we had to like kill off Unity multiple times. Resident Sleeper 2. Alright, let me take YouTube chat meanwhile. I think we forgot about it again. So I have a little bit of a bad feeling. I'm kind of like trying to remember if we had less geometry options. Like underneath my webcam, you can see these geometry options here. And you can kind of like tone them down. The higher numbers you have, the more calculations it's gonna do. So I think these are fairly low. So is this like Tuonela, Tuonelan eukko? This is Louhi. Louhi is the goddess of Pohjola. And she's pretty known character in the Kalevala lore. This is Louhi, and yeah, she's the goddess of Pohjola. I am going to leave this one to the players to kind of like figure out. So there's gonna be some clues that maybe Louhi is kind of like the mistress of Tuoni, and Louhi has kind of like spawned and given birth to like a lot of different creatures in this world. So maybe Louhi is kind of like this freak. Booyah, Grandma, with a generous huge raid. Let's go. Good day, Booyah, Grandma. How's it going? And thank you for choosing me to raid. How's it going? Can we get a shout out? I'm gonna write it myself. Shout out, Booyah, Grandma. I hope I got it right. Hey, how's it going? I was looking your stream and your dev stream for a little bit before mine. And you guys were cooking. What did you do? What did you manage to accomplish today? We are working on my 2D 2.5D game. This is one of the bosses. It's gonna be the final boss of the beta version of the game. She is from Finnish Folklore. She's called Louhi. And let me just show you without the Unity vertexes or whatever. She's an original piece of art. She's gonna be this badass bigger lady who is gonna command respect and command you. I am really excited and happy about this design my dear artist friend worked on. And we're gonna bring her to life today. We're gonna rig her and bring her to Unity. And that's what's happening. I was 1200% sure I was following you. WTF. Hey, Hadouken, it's alright. It's alright. Nobody's counting. I'm glad you did now. Buiograma says that things are going. Just made a few decorations today. Took it kind of easy. I got a raid and run though. Have a good stream. Hey, Buiograma. I'll catch you later, alright? Thank you, and bye-bye. And have a great weekend, by the way. And everyone else, have a great weekend as well. We just got started here, and for some reason, this rigging, waiting, geometry kind of tool is taking its time. I don't know, like I think last time when we did this, we crashed Unity like 3 times. And I'm kind of like trying to figure out like how little, like what were the numbers and what were the settings when we were doing this. I think I'm gonna give this like 10 minutes, and if it's not done, I'm gonna take it behind sauna, like we say in Finland, and I'm gonna cut off the Unity because I think it just gets stuck. Potato of PC. I do kind of like I have a potato of PC. Like it used to be like a really well, not like a super PC, but it was pretty good PC, like medium plus, maybe a little bit on the like higher end, but that was 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago. So yeah, I wish I had a little bit of money to buy. I think I would probably buy the 9700. Is it 9700 XT? Or yeah, I think it's XT. Is this out yet? 7900 XT. Can you buy this? 9800 3D. Yeah, I'm talking about. So is this out already? I don't think it's out yet. Yeah, so it's like $600 as a like suggestion price. But I don't think it's out yet. What about the 5K, like 5070? What is the price of this? 900. Well, is that real? Is that for real? Yeah, it's out. At least the normal version is. So apparently the 5070 could be like 600 or $680. That is doable. That is not like horrible. I don't know if the 5070 is the one I would go for, but I would love to like upgrade. I would love to upgrade. What about the 9700? Alright, so that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. Yeah. And the normal version is out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not in maybe in gyms. This one's still crunching the numbers. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. I got a 3080 Ti, so I'm still good for a few years still. Yeah. If you bought 80 version or 90 version, 9070 not. Oh yeah. I actually typoed. Yeah, it's 9070, not 9700. But it doesn't seem like this exists either. What about in gyms? 9070? Yeah. So it says that it's coming soon. It's coming soon. I think this might be the GPU I would go for if I had money to buy it now. Yeah, I think this would probably be it. This would probably be it. Let's see what the 5000 series is here. 5070 Ti, 1170. Ouch. Ouch. The regular 5070 is 700. This is literally the worst time to buy a GPU because they just came out and there's a lot of demand and not a lot of supply, so it doesn't really make sense to buy right now. And yeah, 5070 was a flop. Yeah, it was a flop, but at the end of the day it is still so much stronger than my 2070. So yeah, I'm kind of like torn because I don't like Nvidia anymore. I think Nvidia has become greedy and it seems like they are just like printing bad GPUs just because they can, and they become basically like this AI company at this point. It feels like they have neglected kind of like the hardware and they're all software these days. So I would like to support AMD, but then again Nvidia's got the superior encoder, like NVENC is just so much better. I don't know how it is for the... This isn't bad, by the way, 970 bucks. This has come down quite a bit. Quite a bit. I remember this being like from 1000 to 1.1k when I was looking at it like half a year ago. So the 7900 XTX has come down a little bit. Oh man, if I only had money. That frame gen fake frame stuff, it was nonsense, and how they sold it. Yeah, they I remember seeing the kind of like the press slides. It's like, yeah, so 5070 is like 4090 performance, and everyone was like, oh my, shut up and take my money. And then when the tests came out, it was like, basically like all of the 5K series pure performance was basically like plus 5% max to last gen. All they had was the frame gen, basically the DLSS4. Electricity, did you see the blue robot Nvidia showed at the event? We can see where the budget from the shitty GPUs went. I don't think I did. If you want to share it, I can take a look. I can take a look of it. So what do you guys think? Is this moving forward? Because I don't think it is. I don't think it is. So I think we need to take this behind the sauna, so to speak. I wish there was a binding to kind of like quit it, but I don't think there is. I don't think there is, so we gotta do this. Bye. Alright, save it. We gotta give it the old bullet to the head kind of treatment. So I don't know how we should... I hope it saved the skeleton. But I'm gonna try to tone down the values a little bit. Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so it seems like it remembers my progress. Maybe not. So what is this? Okay. Let's try this again. So sprite editor, skinning editor. Okay, so we have the bones. That is good news. We have the names, yes, very much so. Alright. Let's try... I think last time, did we even skip the geometry? Did we just go like weights, like straight on weights? Did we do that? Let's try it. Auto weights. Associate bones. Yes. Generate all. Alright, so now it did some weighting. So for example, if I take the bone here, does it move the... Yeah. So it moves the booba a little bit when I It moves the... That's not exactly what I'm looking for. So how you fix this is you basically take the weight brush and that's awesome. Let's see here. How did you do this? So bone head, add and subtract, grow and shrink, smooth head bone. I can't remember how this was done. Bone influence, was it this one? No. Weight brush, add and subtract. So what if I... Does something happen? No. I can't remember how this worked. Because there was a way to kind of like see how it's kind of like warping the body. Like we don't want that. Like we don't want the arm to be responsible for the torso. So I just kind of like... So this is supposed to be basically like orange. So the orange is the one that's being kind of like changed. But then this one... Can I brush this? No? Hardness step. Okay, what the hell? How did you do this? Color, depth. Can't remember. I think we need to check out a video probably. Normalize pelvis, add and subtract step. So this doesn't like, it feels like it doesn't do shit. Feels like it doesn't do shit. This should be red. How do I paint it red? Weight slider. Amount. Oh, okay. So that you can kind of like this is a little bit like it, right? I don't know. Let's do like something like that. All right. Oh, okay. So I think this is kind of doing it. Normalize. I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't let me like crank it all the way to 0. Okay, so I think we gotta take a little bit of a reminder of how this was done. Rigging to the character. I really like the one with the orc. The orc video was very good. Let's see if we can find it. I think this was actually a pretty good one. Let's take a look at it.
We're also going to see where art belongs to which bone. I recommend turning our outline detail all the way up to 100, keeping the alpha tolerance at 10, and increasing our subdivisions. You will have more accurate bends the higher your subdivisions are. I'm going to hit generate for select. With this weights checkbox, it's going to automatically weigh things. So now we're going to see all the polygons. We're also going to see colors representing our bones. What these colors mean is how much of each bone is influencing the area.
Yeah.
The reason why I separated things was for that very purpose. So I want this top bone. If you notice, when I rotate it now, you can see how the art will respond to it. This entire area is this light blue color.
Oh, so that's actually a good point. Maybe we should have kept them separate so that they wouldn't kind of like affect each other.
Meaning only this bone has influence, and it has 100% influence on it.
Yeah, I think we ought to do that. Guys. So basically, can we... What if we What if we like move these now? Does it let me like, yeah, now it's gonna like affect this shit. Oh man, Aita today, good day, good day. How's it going? And have a good weekend, all right? So I kind of like wanna. I wonder how I like revert all of this. Okay, so now we reverted something. Preview, restore, pose, set pivot, edit bone, create bone, split bone, blah blah blah. Sprite sheet. So can I just like delete all of this? So if I like delete all of these, like will it fix it? Will it fix it? Let's try this. All right. All right. Now, what I'm thinking is that let's see if we can like move these sprites now. Can we? Okay, there's still some geometry here. There's still some geometry here. Okay, so that's right. How do I move this now? Preview, pose. Do we need to get rid of all the bones? Is that what it is? Can't move it. Edit bone, create bone, audio. Can't move them. Like she is like stuck in place. She is stuck in place, all right. How do I move you? Maybe I need to get rid of the bones. But I really like the bones. Set pivot, preview, pose. Can't delete that. So I can edit them. But I can't move these, which makes me annoyed. For some reason, I can't move them. Not even. Diggy 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 diggy. How come? Like, what is the magic here? Unity skinning editor can't move sprites. Can't. Well, I can move the bones. Click edit bone. All bones get selected. Cannot click select any single bone. How can I move sprite in the skinning editor? Yeah, like that's the question. That's the question. Add the additional item in a layer inside Photoshop and position it to where you want it to be. So I guess maybe it's because how the kind of like the project is laid out. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue. Like you can't actually move them here. You can only like move. Yeah. All right. So let's see how you can actually like paint it.
Whereas my green one only affects the green one. But because of the parent-child relationship, if I move my green bone, my teal bone will also move as well. When you have two bones in a section, you can see that it divides up which bone influences which part. So you can see if I bend forward here, see how the character's art warps to work with you. There's always going to be a point where if you have too sharp of a curve, things aren't going to look correct. There's things you can do to mitigate it, namely adjusting how much of influence each thing has.
Yeah.
If you notice some of these points right here in the middle have a blend, so it's an orange color, it's not red or yellow, it's orange, meaning both bones affect that point a little bit. If you go over here to auto weights or your weight brush, you can see these points right here. You can select a bone and then paint to turn it into that. You just have to adjust the hardness. So if I switch this to 100, see how now these...
All right, so that's kind of like what I did now, wasn't it? That's kind of like what I did. All right, let's give this a new go. So we're gonna auto weight everything. So we're just gonna like select all of the bones. Let's do the auto weight. And we're just gonna like generate. So I don't think that did it. I don't think that did it. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Alright, I'm selecting everything. Generate. Doesn't do anything. Alright, so there's a problem. What the hell is going on? I am so confused. I am so confused. Like how it works is just so unintuitive. Like, well, it's crazy. So for some reason they... Okay, now we got something going on. Now we got something. I just love how this character looks. Me too, it's really, really cool to look at. Alright, so now you can see these kind of like this coloring, which means that that sprite is being influenced by that. So I think this is better than what it was. Now this should be like red. Like this should be mainly red. I wonder how you kind of like... So if I brush this and put like hardness 100, it doesn't seem to like do anything now, does it? That's kind of like the weirdest thing. That's kind of like the weirdest thing in my opinion. Like I think I'm supposed to see like red in here. Right? But I'm not seeing like anything. Grow and shrink. What is grow and shrink? No? Smooth. I think I was supposed to see red here, but that's not a thing. Okay, so what if... So, yeah, you can see like... What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I think we probably need to get rid of the cloak as well. Kind of like the cloak wouldn't get... The cloak kind of doesn't get influenced. So let's take those off. And let's try this again. So we're just gonna like auto weight everything. Okay, did it do something? So it's still like these are very much influenced. Weight brush, add and subtract, normalize. This is very weird. Is it because of the geometry? Is it because of the geometry? If bone X is selected, you should be able to paint what the bone controls. Yeah, exactly. That's how it's supposed to work. But I think there's probably something wrong with what I'm doing right now. So, for example, like... Okay, so I'm just doing this now. What if we do, like, try to do the auto geometry once again? Just gonna, like, lower these values. Just gonna lower these values, like, a lot. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So apparently if I go one by one, this is actually really smooth. Really smooth stuff. Alright, is there anything else? I think that's it. Alright. So we got the geometries now. And now we can see the colors. What if we just select everything now and do the auto weight? Normalize, generate. Just take only one. Okay, so I think we're seeing colors now. Let's see if I check this and now we'll do weight brush. Nothing. Nothing. Ilski, yeah, we're trying to rig, but... Or is something happening? Yeah, it is. It is changing red. Alright. It is changing red. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. It just like feels unresponsive or something. Ilowski, good day, how you doing? We're trying to get things working. Noxus says, I think you're supposed to paint 2 points or the dots on there. It's the vertex points that get the value, not the edges. I think you can like paint these sprites of like how the bones of like kind of like influence them. But yeah, it is the vertex points, you're right. So do I need to like add vertex points? Is that what it is? Yeah, is that kind of like the thing? Yeah, if you want more accuracy. Huh. So basically you can do like red on that as well, and now it's gonna be fairly red everywhere. Yeah, it gets heavier as an acid. Don't go overkill. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's alright. Let's try this now. So we're changing this. Let's do like the top part should be yellow. Top part should be yellow like this. Now this should be like... Okay, so we are kind of like on the wrong sprite here. So this one should be just this. 100%. And this one, that seems fine. That seems fine. This one should be just orange altogether. And then this kind of like the edge of this should be green, I suppose. Alright. I think we're getting there. 9,000 vertex points. At least. Oh, that's not it. Alright, so I think we're getting there, guys. I think we're getting there. And this doesn't get influenced by anything really. I think we should just disable this. I think we should disable this. Let's just remove that. We're gonna enable it later on. Okay, so how does this work now? If I move this, what have you with the chest bone? Yeah. So if I move, let's try to like move the bones. Okay, so that's not what I want. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Preview post. Yeah, alright, so this is already looking a hell of a lot better. Hell of a lot better. Yes. Okay, so this is a little bit like breaking things. There's a little bit breaking that edge there. Welcome to the world of technical artists. Thank you. This is super cool because let's face it. This is really like it is magic. All right, so this is fairly difficult thing to do. This is accurate woman movement. Yeah, a woman be like so that is bad. No. No soup for you. Awesome. I think we can get started with this. Yeah. By the way, guys, before I forget, tomorrow evening we're gonna do an extra special stream where Ilumski is gonna take over and he's gonna show me how animations and shit get done. So grab your beer, grab your coffee tomorrow evening, roughly like 5 to 6 p.m. We're gonna be doing kind of like this co-host with Ilumski. And yeah, it's gonna be like, it's always pleasure seeing him work. He's just like crazy good about these kind of things. All right, but I think we can like start with this. That's kind of funny. Can't wait for that stream. Yeah. Where the Jiggly Bones AAA game requirement. Falling in love with her, says Garnet. Let's freaking go. Alright, so I think we're gonna like start with this and see how it is. Kit gets to watch so much Bluey tomorrow. I wanna see what you guys do. Yeah, maybe you guys can like put us on the TV and we're just gonna be kind of like this family thing. Bluey overload. Blue is so good, guys. It is so good. All right, let's see how it looks if we try to put it in the game. So, I think we are going to put it under the NPC manager. So let's just put her in the middle of everything. No, let's put her where she's supposed to be. So she's gonna be in her own little island. This is her place. And we're just gonna go ahead and see if we can bring her to life. So, how big is she? If we put player next to her, because she needs to be bigger. So player, we take player here. Player, okay, alright, so we are... Lohi is actually tiny. Tiny Lohi confirmed. Yeah, we gotta crank up the sizes. So Lohi, you are gonna be cranked up. So let's increase the scale. 2, 3. This is roughly the size I want her to be. So she's gonna be like double the size of player. And let's see here. She's a little bit off the ground. Let's do something like that. Oh, imagine seeing her just roaming around. It's really gonna be so cool. Doesn't the pixel per unit change the size also? Can't remember. Yeah, it does. But it turns out you're not really like supposed to change that value all that much. I think like the kind of like general rule that we have neglected is that you're supposed to have like, I don't know, like 100 or 200 in there, and then you just change the like you know, the values in the scale and whatnot. So we have kind of like neglected that. That's what Nava actually likes to know and see how Lohi works in the environment, and if she visually readable through here. Enough here. Yeah, I think she's gonna like fit here just fine. Okay, so what do? We gotta give her a little bit of stuff. So if we move, okay, so this, why does this move there? Did I forget to save the shit? Did I forget to save the shit? Did I forget to save it? Sprite editor, skinning editor. Did I forget to save it? This looks correct. So why wasn't it moving like so? What am I missing? Is this one? So here's the. Oh yeah, I think we gotta like include the bones somehow. So let's see here. If she come up with her dress there, it would not be nice either. But yeah, so far it looks okay. She's gonna be awesome. We just gotta like, I gotta remember how to do this. So here's the character, and underneath we have this IK manager. And do we have anything else that I need to remember? So we have this character front. It has sprite resolve, sprite skin. Alright, so there was these sprite skins. And then you have the IK manager. It's amazing how much I've forgotten about this. We work on the character rigging for quite a while, like literally like 1 to 2 weeks. But like I'm just like completely forgetting about this. I think we gotta do the sprite skin here. So let's see that. Lohi, I'm gonna create a prefab out of you. And let's go inside the prefab, because it already has some bones. It has sprite renderer, and then the bones are kind of like here. Sprite skins are here. Yeah, we're not reading any documentation. So the skins are here fundamentally. Just like, oh yeah, I think that's actually because of the cloak. So there's we left some geometry in the cloak, I reckon. Yeah, we're not gonna be writing any, nor are we doing anything about it. So I think the problem is that for example, this cloak, or not the cloak, this one has geometry. Does it? No? No geometry? Why does it get influenced though? Preview pose. Now what's going on? It doesn't have any geometry. It doesn't have any geometry, so why are you like that? Fucking hell. Alright, so what happens if I move like this? Okay, so that does only that. What if I move something like this? So a lot of things are moving. So this is what bothers me. How's the staff rigged? It's not. It's not right now. But apparently like everything's moving the cloak. Everything's just moving the cloak. If I hide the cloak. Alright, then it's fine. Alright, so what if we just like add the cloak again? What is this? What is that? Alright, so if I remove that, then it's gonna be fine. Cool. Alright, so we gotta like, what we gotta do is the weapon isn't like rigged at all. So the weapon is going to be fundamentally what it's gonna be. It's gonna be parented to the hand. So if so what we can actually do here is we can put this stuff under children of prefab instance cannot be moved and components cannot be reordered. Please unpack the prefab instance. What is a prefab in here? Spare yourself some beer for my constructive feedback on the rigging work tomorrow when I animate stuff. I'll try to remember be gentle. God damn, Iluska's gonna tear me a new one. That seems fair. That seems fair. I don't have a lot of experience on this. that seems only necessary. So for some reason I just can't. Can I like unpack this? And then can I move this in here? Yeah. Now if I move my right hand, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. So now it does that. It's gonna be moving with the arm or the hand. And if I move this, this is something we gotta fix though. It's kind of like doing what it's not supposed to. So underneath like the hand or arm, I think we can like root bone low here. I'd request the hand bone for the staff and hand within it. Arm itself is not enough. Pretty please. A hand bone for the staff and hand within it. Also, are you saying like, so we want like bone from to the elbow and then from elbow to hand and then like another hand, like a hand bone, kind of like here at the top. No? Just add a hand now after the arm. Upper arm, lower arm, hand. Alright, I can do that. I can do that. Skinning editor. Alright, so we're gonna add a bone. We're gonna do like, can probably be a really small. Let's edit this one to be a little bit smaller. That's probably fine, right? Something like that. Should this be even smaller? Something like that. Looks alright. Don't go too small. Hard to click if it's tiny. Alright, so this can probably be smaller. Let's apply that. Object is to what? Invalid world AAB. So what is that? So did that work? Do we have the hand bone now? So it looks to me like... It seems to me like this didn't get updated. Now did it? We probably didn't name it with anything, so let's check it out again. So we got a new bone. So we have right hand and right hand. Upper arm, lower arm. Let's change it to that. So right upper arm. And this is gonna be called just right hand. And then this is left upper arm. And then this is left lower arm or whatever. Alright. So how does this like update this though? Does it update it at all? No. It doesn't. So I think what we gotta do is give it the old deletion. And maybe delete this one as well and just like bring this again inside. Do we have the bone now? Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, we do. Why do? What? So maybe we have it, maybe we don't. What a time to be alive. Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is it. I'm gonna unpack these again. Okay, is right left according to your character's perspective? That's a good question. Yeah, I think it's character perspective. Let me see how it is on the player. So player is basically like right arm. Yeah, it's the like character perspective. Yeah, that's kind of like the right arm as well. Ooh, this is a lot of work. It's always a little bit of an intimidation to start working on this. Okay, so that one is doing its thing again. So I think what we gotta do with this stuff is just like remove this. You're doing good, thank you. I appreciate that. It's gonna like take the references. So apparently, like with the sprite skin component, you can kind of like remove the influences by the bones. So it creates this component to handle the movement. So now what we should be seeing is that you can now move these and it's gonna be fairly good. Yeah. And should this influence the cloak? I think that's alright. I don't think it's bad. This is a little awkward, but I think it's only gonna do like this very, very like subtle movements. It looks a little unnatural because I think it should like start moving from a little bit upper. Maybe we could give that a little bit of love before we move on. Okay, so apparently if I rotate that, then the cloak doesn't move at all, so that's not what you want. That is not what you want. So yeah, so I think what we gotta do is what Ilomski said, so we gotta like set them under the main torso or whatever. So let's go ahead and enable all the shit. So this one, and for example, this one should be weight brushed into like the main thing. Let's see here. Can I do it like this? Okay, so it doesn't really do anything because it doesn't have the geometry, so let's do that. And this is supposed to be influenced by, let's just do the main tri corners. I think I got it now. So I took the geometry off earlier because I didn't know what I was doing. Now this, let's do a geometry for this one as well. It doesn't have, so that one. So that looks shit. Let's increase the divisions. Outline detail. Why do you look like that? Why do you look like that? It's a little weird, but it is red, which is the most important one here. Then we have this one. Let's do auto geometry to it as well. And I'm actually gonna make this so that I have no idea how this would actually work. Like, is this supposed to be like, should this be influenced by the leg, or is it alright if it's just it's stiff? That's the question. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with those. There was an issue where I think one of the arms, this arm influenced kind of like this torso. So let's try to take that. So this one, is it like orange somewhere or what is this? So I'm just gonna like paint this red. Something like that. Now what if we change this? Yeah, that's better. That's actually better. Okay. Not the only thing that's stiff when you're looking at that artwork. Now this is something we gotta work on. Guess what I actually... What the fuck is that, by the way? What is that? Some artifact there. Let's try something like this, and then I kind of want to weight brush, so kind of like this last part should be influenced by this purple. Keetor! Thick art, damn right. How's it going, Keetor? Good to see you. On my lunch break, checking out the good vibes and thick art. Utilized thigh bone as well. Yeah, should we have this as a blue? Should we, like, I'm having a little bit of a trouble, like, picturing this. Indeed, that area, yeah, alright, so let's make this kind of like blue. So you can do a little bit of a movement here. Maybe even that part. Alright, so what does it look like if I move this? Oh, it's so much better. So maybe that part shouldn't. So you can kind of like become thin if you raise up your leg, which I think there's some life lesson there. So let's do weight slider and you remove the upper part from thigh. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. So weight slider, this one. Why doesn't what? What's happening? Why? Where's the brush? Oh, I had slider on. Works like Instagram filter. Okay, let's try that now. Oh, I think that's pretty cool. I do think that's pretty cool. This is a little stiff there, like maybe it could go up here. Like that is looking a little stiff. Maybe we can like give that a little bit of love. So let's do weight brush and this bone and let's do a little blue here. Let's do a little blue here. Maybe something like this. Okay, I'm starting to get it, guys. I'm starting to get it. Are we gonna flash? Are we gonna flash? Where's Willy? Oh man, can you guys clip that? I'm gonna use it for my own entertainment. Whoa! So this is gonna be moving like so. It's gonna be a little bit of a. Glad I didn't have to say anything. You provided on your own. All right, I think it's a lot better. I think it's a lot better. Oh, what the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Something is not right. Something is not right. What is that? How do I fix it? So if I move this, there's something horrible happening. Now what is that? Also weights. Yeah. What is that? So this is red, but there's something happening there. Something happening there, maybe that was it. Move the bone and let it be there to identify the artifact and then find the vertex that has the incorrect influence. Move the bone and let it be there to identify it. Test pose. I think I fixed it because I can't see it anymore. Yeah. Nice. That was like pure luck. Just like pure luck, guys. Nice. All right. So this one I'm not like 100% sure. I think it goes a little bit like too far up, the influence. So I think maybe it should be like this should be kind of like dominating here. And then it would be only like the pink one handling like this end here. Something like this. Yeah, I think that's probably better. Skill is when luck becomes habit, yeah. But yeah, I'm starting to like understand the process. This is really cool stuff. This totally beats, you know, like drawing or animating. Yeah. Remember that the rotation head point of the joint is where the rotation happens for the influenced vertices. Rotation head point of the joint is where the rotation happens on the influenced vertices. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I see what you mean, but I don't understand. It's like I kind of understand, but I don't think I understand it. I think we're kind of good. I think we're kind of good on this. Is this supposed to move like so? Or like, is this part of the cape? So it should be middle of the parts that you want to move. So that's how you can recognize how you want a deformation to happen, like a compass. Like a compass. Oh, you're losing me, dude. You're losing. You need to use programming words. Oh man. I am happy with this now. I think this is a lot better. So I think I'm just gonna apply this. And so it's probably not gonna be working here now, is it? Ooh, our head is starting to float. So let's just do it one more time in case we fail to incorporate it. Yeah, it goes into animator rigor jargony fair points. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we have Loey now. Where are you? Where are you? You were supposed to be at your own peninsula. There. All right, make you big. Make you big. And I make you go higher. There it is. No. Lowy. Let's create another prefab out of you. And Sawa goes underneath the hand. This is the thing that fucks it up. What if I just unpack it? Or what if I don't unpack it completely? Does it make a difference? Alright, so the staff is there, the hand was there, okay, the staff is there, nice. Now, part of back and forth process of animation artist work. Yeah, it can be tweaked any point later anyways if needed. Yeah, Ilomski, thank you for the kind words. Good stuff. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we could start animating her. We could do a little bit of with her. I don't want to do too much because Ilomski is gonna be doing a hell of a lot better job on this one than me. So I don't want to like spend a lot of time working on something that's gonna get redone tomorrow. So I think what we can actually do is we're just gonna start rigging the other boss next. So we have 2 bosses coming our way. And we're just gonna like try to make it so that we have stuff to work on tomorrow. I would have attached something to the boobs so we can make them bounce. Ilpo, thank you for your input. Thank you for your input, man. Alright, so this guy should be like so. It should be like so. It's not exactly on the ground, but it's pretty close. Why am I seeing the bones here? That glance at card, yeah. Exactly. Why are my bones showing? Always updates. Okay, so that's not it. To the wishlist community fund, the boobs update back, yeah. The lower cut, V-cut dress. But yeah, I find it a little bit weird that, okay, never mind, it's because I had it selected. Okay, I get it. Cool stuff. So Lohi is here. Let's do a little bit of a version control. Added Lohi into the game. Rigging it. Seems to be okay to be animated. C cup package with D cup as stretch goal. Keeter gets it. Keeter knows what the coomers want. I mean gamers. I'll do 10 years right now if you make it happen. Oh shit. When does this start? Is it 2? Let's go. Grind machine Supathon starts in an hour or so. It's gonna be hell of a time. All right. Let's open the next project, guys. Next project. Is it this one? There it is. Boy, does it have layers. PSD. Was it PSD? I can't remember again. I think it was PSD. So let's save this into our asset folder. Say, lovely to have you lurking here. Lovely to have you here. Let's move on, guys. Assets. And this is gonna go into the bosses folder. Bosses. This is the Ayatar PSD. Work in progress page. Yeah, please do share everything you do. I can't wait to like show what you guys are doing. CS2 AVP skin. Cool. Is it wooden? Kind of looks like wooden. It would be really cool if the ice cream stick AVP made it to the game. Ice cream stick. All right. So is it now here? Yep. Multiple 2048. PSD importer. Let's do this. Nice stuff, guys. Let's start. So we should be like double the speed now, right? Double the speed. She is death metal. All right, so how does her like bone structure work? how does her bones work? Does she have like from the, you know, like hipular area, like kind of like the torso bone, and then kind of like here and then here? Like how do you rig a giraffe? Google horse skeleton. Horse rigging. Rigging a horse. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at my house. My house is amazing. Alright, so basically it does have like 2 bones here. So it's kind of like from the middle of, you know, like whatever tummy this is to, you know, the front legs. And then you have kind of like the backbone, whatever. And then you have the back legs. Is that really like how where the hip is? Like it does that kind of like... Is that how it is? God damn. Alright. So let's give it a go, guys. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
We're gonna be creating bones. So I think the first one we're gonna be looking at is kind of like this one here. This is like, you know, one of the games, the old games where you're like kind of like trying to put the what is it? It's like the horses or donkeys, kind of like the tail. It feels like that. Oh, this is blindfold. All right, it's not that serious, guys. We're just gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it. All right. Yeah, this is how it is. This is how it is. Yeah, please do, Ilovsky. Everything helps. Anything helps. Oh boy, I am in uncomfortable waters. I think this should be probably a little bit further back. And then this could be like this. Ditch. 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 Something like that, maybe. Maybe. Ditch. 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 And then we have the tail. This is difficult, guys. This is difficult. Alright, so maybe this will go like somewhere around here. This is difficult, you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so I think this is where we have like this. How are you supposed to see the other hand? Alright, this is how. Ilonski is giving me reference. Help me. Help me. Guys, are we far? So what we have is basically, you're almost there. Yeah, it's not, I'm not doing bad. Pretty close, yeah. So basically, Ilonski is like, alright, so you need to like start from where the tail starts, and then kind of like follow the kind of like the upper slope, and then you have kind of like the backbone, and then you have, alright, so we actually have like multiple here, and then you have kind of like the head bone. Alright, it's not too bad. Let's edit the bones. Let's enable the kroppa. So this should be more like something like this, and then we should have like another bone here, I suppose. Yeah. Alright, so this got to go. This got to go, guys. Okay, we're just like going deeper. We're going deeper. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again, shall we? So we're gonna create a bone from roughly like here to here. Did I lose? We probably lost the progress, didn't we? So these, how do the bone work now? Okay, so none of them are like under anything. I see how it is. None of them are under anything. No, 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 no. I want to edit you. I want to make you bigger to like here. And then I want to create another bone that goes to here. And then like to the nippler area. And then all the way to the neck. And then do a little bit of a head. Now I think what we can do now is kind of like start naming them. Neonless! Let's freaking go. How's it going? Good day. I have to say this. I've been lurking here whole stream, but damn, these characters and creations are beautiful. Hey, you can thank Team Ilomski. They have been doing amazing job creating this. They are original. They are very cool. Very cool. I agree 100%. How's it going now? Let's get to see you. All right, so what we need to do is kind of like name this. So this is gonna be called what is this? Pelvis. This is pelvis. Then this is backbone. This is backbone 100%. And then we have the from backbone to chest. Yes, very good. Very good, Ilomski. Very good. And then underneath we have torso. Or what is this? Chest 1 and 2. I love that. I love it. Just like stop thinking about names and just start using numbers. Chest 2. Very good. And then this is head. Very good. But hey, Nellis, what have you been up to? Then we have the arms. So this is probably gonna go under the chest too. So this is like upper arm. Or like the Irish say, upper arm. Lower arm. And then you have the hand. And let's give them a little bit of a... So this is right upper arm. And this is right lower arm. And this is right hand. I'm doing good, says Nellis. I should go outside soon. There is so sunny. Yeah, man, it's like... Yesterday, it was exactly like this. So it was feeling very spring. It was like 0 degrees here in Oulu. Sun was shining, blasting. And I went outside and I had the time of my life. I was just like, I was smiling to randoms. I was smiling to like random people who were walking beside me. Oh man, it was such a good feeling, guys. It was such a good feeling. This is left upper arm. We really are solar powered, aren't we? Left lower arm. I gotta take a break soon. I'm starting to starve. How are you? I am actually like I'm the best I've been in a long time. Like this something I've been telling people is that you don't really realize how down you are when you are down. And every winter feels like a little bit worse than the previous one. And I've been just like sleepy. My health hasn't been all that good. My energy levels have been down and I've been kind of like irritated. And now that the sun's out and like spring is coming, I'm just like blossoming. I've been reborn. It feels so good. All right, that's pretty cool. I think that's done. All right, that's right. Let's move these a little bit. So I think this should be more like... Let's follow the bones. Let's follow them bones. Alright, so I think that's more like it's... something like this. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Alright. And what else? How did RuneScape draw the legs? Oh, so you basically did like a straight up here and then... Okay, yeah. So I kind of like messed that up, didn't I? So what we want to do here is kind of like get rid of that and then like make something like this. So this is kind of like the... I think it's femur bone. I could be wrong. I don't know the names. Let's do another one. Wait, what is this? I've been thinking about going home to move my plants into sun the whole day. Stupid work. That is so cute. That is so freaking adorable. Alright, so we need another one here. Yeah. So what Ilomski has done here is kind of like added this one here. I don't know what this is all about, but we're gonna do that. And then this one should probably be different as well. So I think the way to go here is kind of like hide the sprite that's blocking the view. So let's hide the body. The body gots to go. And then we kind of like need to mimic what we did. So for example, here we're gonna do kind of like this elbow thing. And then we're gonna do like this and that. And then the same thing to these. So we're gonna go like here, here or something. Here, here, here. And then we're gonna go like, okay, which one, which leg is it? Alright, let's go here, 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 and here. Are we done? Upper leg, lower leg, foot and toe. That was my thought there in my sketch. Super, I think you got my idea. Let's go! Now we gotta like, we gotta give it a little bit of that parenting. A little bit of that parenting needs to be done. So this is upper leg. Then we have, I'm gonna put it under, upper leg is gonna go like under the pelvis. Then we're gonna have lower leg, max 4 bones, okay. Foot and toe. This is anatomy, guys, anatomy lesson. It's gonna go under pelvis as well. This is gonna be the right upper leg. Should probably include the right and left in these. Left toe sounds a little stupid, so I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Left toe. And here we're gonna go right lower leg, right foot, and lastly right toe. Yeah, I just realized we have freaking 4 legs, so we need like left lower upper, left upper lower, left lower upper, left lower, what, left lower leg. No, we can't do that. We have mixture front and back. Yes, left front upper leg. So this is like left back upper leg, left back, or should it be like back left? Left back. I think it should be like back left. Back left. Yeah. I'm starving. What should I eat? Back right upper leg. Pizza Friday? Man. I've been tracking my calories for almost 2 weeks now, and I've been without a cheat meal. I've been without a cheat day. I'm gonna probably celebrate my birthday in a couple of weeks, like 3 weeks. I've been kind of like trying to encourage myself to really hold on to that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold on that long, but I'm gonna do my best. Alright, so this is gonna be like so I think this guy has 2 wings. Isn't there like another wing? I think there's 2 wings, so this needs to be like left wing upper, and then this is gonna be like a left wing lower. I got -4 kilo doing intermittent fasting for about a month. Yeah, I think intermittent fasting is actually, it's really simple. It's really simple, and I'm actually fairly like positive that it's a good thing. I used to do intermittent fasting, and I think it worked out pretty well. Yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about calories, and not eating help with the calories. So I get that. This is gonna go. I think this goes under the backbone, right? I went from 110 to 90 kilos with less sugar and carbs than usual. Nix, Karra, that's cool. That's really cool. 20 kilos. How long did it take? I need all the positive reinforcement right now, because I've been really like keeping track of my calories, and sometimes it feels like you're not like seeing any results. I think it kind of like comes and goes. The other days you're feeling like, all right, this is working, and the other days you're like, oh, I'm not like getting any progress done. So you need the positive reinforcement. Stimulus, nice to see nice to see new faces. How's it going, Stimulus? Andrew Huberman on YouTube is a great science source. Yeah, I've heard of him. I haven't like followed him himself, but I've like seen his content, and I've seen people kind of like talking about him. Stanford neuroscientist, yeah. Left upper. No, this is the front left upper leg. Right? Multi-hour podcast, nothing but facts, no opinions. Yeah. I've heard a lot of good things about him. So I think he's probably one of the better, you know, authorities on the matter. So yeah, front left toe. All right, I think that's pretty much it. But hey, Stimulus, where are you from? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I am from Finland, which was just selected to be the happiest country in the world for the 8th time in a row. So, are we happy, guys? Are we happy? Alright, so we need the other leg. This one. So you need to go under backbone. And you are the front right upper leg. No, just tolerate more. We have better medication. Front right lower leg. And then we have front right foot. And Canada! Hey! How's it going? I'm from New NB. NB. Canada. Oh, wait. What is NB? NB, it's like... What is NB? It's short for something. Super small province by Maine East Coast. Oh man, that's cool stuff. Welcome. Nice to meet you. How would you feel about joining the EU? We would love to have you. New Brunswick? Okay, you had me there. I've never heard of that. I was like, all right, so maybe it's something like British Columbia, or I think isn't that a province? We know where we don't want to go. Front right toe. British Columbia, yep. Far west. Yeah. Hey, but cool to meet you. We love Canada. So I'm from Finland. I don't know what you know about us, but we kind of like always feel kind of like this some sort of, you know, solidarity to Canada. You guys are living next to jerks. We are living next to jerks. We have Russia. You have the US. We love winter sports. Ice hockey is the best. It's our national sports. Yeah. Canada seems like more interesting place to move than USA. 100%, yeah. I would love to visit like Toronto and other hockey cities like Winnipeg and Ottawa and all these places. I know the countries in your area are always super cool and advanced. Love their values they show. Yeah, this was actually like all the Trump bullshit that's going on right now about them annexing you into 51st state or something. Like there's been these memes and rumors going around like, hey, maybe you guys should join a EU. And Canada is kind of like the closest, you know, European valued country anywhere else. So what an absolute clone. Yeah, it's a freaking circus. It is a circus, all right. So we have the tail. Let's add a few more bones to this, I think. So I'm just gonna delete these. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of more. So I think what we can actually do here is kind of like start from earlier here and then go like this. Boom. I think that looks pretty good. And then let's name them. So this is gonna be Tail 1. I know, very original naming. Tail 2. Didn't see that coming. Now this, a shocker, Tail 3. And lastly, Tail 4. Pro naming convention. I know. It's so like creative. It would be funny that Great Britain is off EU, but Canada would be. Yeah, that would be so hilarious. I don't really care about like, you know, Canada being so far away, you know, across Atlantic to be part of EU. I don't really care about that. What I care about that, or what I do care about, is that if Canada joined EU and like Schengen area, do you know what that would mean? We could get like dirt cheap flights and trips to Canada. That's what it would mean. It would be basically like passport free transportation. You could just like travel to Canada. I could go watch some NHL hockey. That would be so good. That would be so freaking good. Whoa, zoom. Yeah, so this is Ayatar. I present you Finnish folklore Ayatar. She is the goddess of forest, but in my version she has been defeated. She's been killed, and she's kind of like this undead version of Ayatar, and she's roaming the edge of Manala, and yeah, she's gonna be the second boss of the game. She's not gonna be as difficult as Louhi, but she's gonna be pretty badass. Yeah, she's really heavy metal. I love her. Nyxkara says, I can't read messages on social media because I just feel like I want to punch every American in the face to teach them manners. Yeah, what I always want to like remind people is that try to see the difference between the people and the state. Like I think people everywhere are the same. Obviously, people can have different levels of education and people like different levels of like information altogether. But at the end of the day, the people are the same everywhere. So don't hate the Americans, hate the state. That's kind of like what I try to remind people. Like you can hate like the U.S. government and they're like the people there. That's fine. I think that's all right. But don't go hating the people. That's how I feel like. You can always like criticize them. You can always criticize them like, okay, so you, like most of you voted him. You can do that. But still, even if they did vote for Trump, they are not like responsible for all of his words and all of his actions and all of that. I don't think you can make that like connection. Stimulus says that, yeah, so I'm off work from a medic on PTSD looking into new careers, currently digging into the basics of cybersecurity, looking at other tech areas like you to put pieces together from what I've learned. Hey, that's really cool stuff. I'm really sorry about your PTSD. So you were working as a medic. Does that mean like army stuff, or is it like paramedic? Paramedic, yeah. All right. So I could totally see that being traumatizing. I actually have a pretty close friend of mine works as a paramedic in Finland, and he's become a little bit cynical. I'm just gonna say it, like, he's become a little bit cynical. He told me the stories when we were having a drink a few months ago that when like 911 gets called to these certain areas, you know, like these kind of like poorer areas where there's a lot of questionable people, he's like a little bit like being hesitant on even like going in, because you don't know like the people, how do they feel about, like, you know, like paramedics. They could be against them or something like that. So it was a little bit of a rough to hear about that, because I think paramedics are literally like the most honorable thing you can do in a like civilized society. It's so important, and such a great thing to do, you know. And I think there's just so much crap that they have to endure that it kind of kills me. So yeah, Stimulus, good for you, and I'm really sorry about whatever happened. Nuxgoro says that think about how good company you could make by importing things from American Peninsula to Canada, then tax-free that shit to continental EU. Ilonski says the direct fast train connection over North Pole from Finland to Canada, that would be a 1 hour train connection. Let's go. I would love to take something like you know, like Arctic train through the freaking North Pole or something. That would be really cool. Stimulus says that going to be hard to keep it going with the healthcare state globally though. I know a guy who worked at a sanitation company which does post-mortem cleanups. Dude can't eat pork meat anymore because he saw too much of nasty stuff. Oh man. Work ruining everything fun, you know. So, we are really good here. We only need one more thing. Electro, welcome back. How's the rigging going? So, there's one more thing that we gotta do before we start, you know, fixing the sprites. And that's the back wing. So we don't have the back wing yet. So what we should do is hide a little bit of the sprites to see what we're doing. And cybersecurity, I think Stimulus cybersecurity is, I think it's literally going to be one of the most important fields in the coming days. Because we're getting more and more like trash where from like AI stepping in and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna be needing like a lot of you guys in the cybersecurity to kind of like fix all the breaches and DDoSes. Threats are only gonna increase. Yeah, and once like global politics goes like out of the window and it's gonna be like hybrid war like every which way, I think like governments are gonna be really funding cybersecurity as well. So yeah, I think it's gonna be one of the hot industries in like IT. Obviously AI being one of them as well. So I really need to like see the other wing. Where is it? Where is it though? Where is it? So I'm here. Right. There it is. Alright, so I need to... How do I rig this shit? Or should I? How do I rig that? What if I... Okay, so I think... I think it goes something like this. Yeah, I think we can do it. I think we can do it here. So we're gonna start from, I think it's from the backbone. La 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 la. Wait. So it starts from the bottom because that's how the other wing went. Chest. It's not the chest, it's the backbone. And this goes into wing, right? Where's the wing? Left wing upper. Oh, it's without a parent. It is without a parent. I wonder how this is gonna like connect. Let's enable the sprites one spot. Yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah. All right, so I suppose it's gonna be like something like that. This is difficult, guys, and I'm not that like experienced in this kind of stuff, so try to bear with me. All right, stay with me. All right, let's just do it. So this one is gonna go under backbone, or maybe it should go like to the chest bone. Let's do the chest bone. Backbone? Okay. To the backbone. To the backbone. And we're gonna start another one here. And I think it's just gonna go like over here. Or maybe like there. And then this. And then there. I think that's basically what it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Nice. Alright, Ilomski gave me nice. That's all the confirmation and validation I need. So, where are you? Here. Backbone. So this is gonna be the right wing upper. Right chicken wing. I would go for a chicken wing right now. Right wing lower. Guys, I think we're done. Guys, I think we're done. So now, we got a lot of bones. Let's apply. Well jobbed. Thank you, Ilomski. Nyskara asks Stimulus that have you done any artwork, music or coding? I started game dev studies because I've done arts and music before. I needed to have the coding skills to progress. There's many paths to begin from scratch. I took a course through ISC2 and now I am working through courses on Try Hack Me. Later on, when I develop a strong enough foundation, I'll look into certs. Yeah, I think the kind of like the hacking websites and hacking kind of like what would you call them? You know, the not necessarily courses, but you know what I'm talking about. I think they can be a lot of fun and they can teach you the basics. This works fine as first rigging setup. The ratti and wing ends can be added later for secondary motion details. Ooh, so many good tools. Yeah, I would probably enjoy doing some of that hacking stuff just for my like own fun and amusement. Okay, so now what we gotta do is we gotta go into the geometry. So let's see here if we do this, and I'm just gonna go one at a time and generate them. Just gonna go one at a time, and I think this way we are gonna prevent the crashing. Oh, this one is also doing the weights, which is fine. It's fine, guys. Okay, so it's looking a hell of a lot complicated, more complicated than hello. Oh boy. Oh boy. So yeah. Alright, so what do we have? we should probably take a look at the body first. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. How are you supposed to get this done? Oh my god. This is the worst. We can all start practicing by hacking our mass game. No! No hacking my game. Only funding. You can help by funding the game, and you can play it and buy it. That would be that would be better. Hey, welcome. We have somebody in the YouTube chat. How's it going? I have no idea how to pronounce your name. So I'm just gonna say hi. Interesting project. Thank you, thank you. This is based in Finnish folklore. We have a epic book called Kalevala. So this is kind of like loosely tied to that. All right, let me just go over and... do you want some music in your game? Yeah, but it's probably not gonna be a thing for beta. So I think I'm gonna keep the game like audio free until we move on to like release version. I can change my mind, but that's how I'm kind of like feeling right now. Alright, so what do we need to do? We need to kind of like go into this pelvis region and make this... Hey, thank you so much, Stimulus, for the follow. I really appreciate it. Nice to get Canadians in the chat. So, the YouTube guy is from Karelia, so very interesting to know more as you are neighbors. Hey, big shout out to Karelia. Obviously, big roots and connections to Finland and Finnish people, so nice to meet you, dude. Nice to meet you. Yeah. If you want the full experience, consider coming to Twitch. We got a little bit of a bigger audience there, but I am streaming on YouTube as well. Okay, so let's try brushing some of this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paint this yellow. Like I think this needs to be like mostly yellow here. And then we're gonna go like green here. Something like this. And then we're gonna go like blue when we get to this part. Something like this. Then we go blue. Then we go purple. And then we go pink. And this is gonna be pink all the way to the top. And then yellow is not gonna handle, the orange isn't gonna handle that at all. But then we're gonna do the head. Sprites. Head. Sprite. This is supposed to be orange. Only orange. Nothing else. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. Let's take a look at them. Let me know if you want some looping thing into the background. Nyxkara, what kind of music do you prefer doing? Because I am open to adding some background music. I think one that would be really cool is that you know, in the original Kalevala lore, Väinämöinen, which is the protagonist, it's the main guy who everyone plays with. He has this special instrument called, in Finnish it's called kantele. I don't know what that is in English. Kantele. Very helpful. Hey, Stasia Pulse, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Are you from Finland? Torille. Finnish shither. Finnish is shitter. I don't know what that is. But yeah, basically kantele. Piukara, jaa, vaihoit nimeä, jaa. Basically kantele, it's this traditional thing, wooden instrument where you have these strings. and I think it has 5 strings. Let's listen to how kantele musiikkia. What does it sound like? Evolution of kantele. Relaxing kantele music. Hey, you're the guy from Karelia and from YouTube. Hey, nice. Welcome. I think that's literally like Vakavanha Väinämöinen. So that's a little folky, a little upbeat. Crafting music. Finnish harp. Tricky Lady is here! Hey, how's it going, Tricky Lady? Nice to see you. I swear kantele is one of those random words beginners learn on Duolingo Finnish chords. You're probably right. So yeah. We definitely need some kantele music. We definitely. Let me upload some of the things I'm doing. Alright, I actually really want to hear what you're doing. Very atmospheric. Kinda has this dark undertone. I can appreciate that. I didn't eat for 2 days and I gained 200 grams. That seems unfair. That just seems like, yeah, like you are breaking thermodynamic physics law. Like, how can you gain something without inputting anything? Salt plus fluid. Yeah, I guess you can like retain water. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So we got a couple of different pieces here from Piukaro, Nyxkaro. This one is in loading for some reason. Hello? Can you hear me? Infinite food hack. Alistair says, have you thought about having different musics for different areas, like if you go to wilderness? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. I think that's kind of like gonna be the release polish quality of the game, so that when you enter a different region, you're gonna get different music. 100%. I just like my philosophy to audio in the game is that once you start adding it, you gotta go like all in. You can't like add just like a couple of pieces there and then like be done with it. No, you gotta like add everything. Like everything that doesn't have audio is gonna like stand out unfinished. I think this is cool stuff, Nyxkaro. I think this is cool stuff. I don't think this will fit my game like instantly. Kind of like the genres that I'm looking for are kind of like that folky kind of kantele stuff. And then another like really good reference is Don't Starve music. So basically Don't Starve has this like beautiful touch of kind of like this carnival music. So if you go check out like Don't Starve, like this is what you would hear in some like a little creepy carnival, for example. I think the genre is literally called like carnival music or cabaret music or whatever. And I love this. It really paints this interesting atmosphere. It's really hard to like describe. So I don't know, nobody probably does music like this, so I'm kind of like hoping for nothing but curiosity. Yeah, it's a little creepy, but it's kind of like charismatic and kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? quirky. I think quirky might be a nice way to kind of like explain what I'm looking for. Yeah. Control K as what? If you're hungry, your body goes to economy mode, so to speak. Kuski is here. How's it going, Kuski? Weight can fluctuate due to things like water retention, hormones, or even digestions. If you drink more water, had salted food before the fast, or your body just decided to hold on to water, that could easily explain 200 grams. Yeah. 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 Weight is a pretty bad metric to kind of like track your fat. I think a lot of people care more about the fat than weight. And if you're like only looking at weight numbers, you're gonna get discouraged like super fast. Okay, let's try to move on. I'm gonna try to power through. I gotta do some food though. Kulchi, pitäisikö ruokaa jotakin? Okay, so she can't hear me. Kulchi, pitäisikö jotakin ruokaa? Pitäisikö jotakin syömistä? Se on nälkä. Mulla on sulla kova nälkä. Pitäisikö jotakin tehdä? Onko sulla joku tauko jossain? No, okei. Vois vaikka tortilla lämmittää tai jotain. Alright. Do you have a dog? I do not have a dog. I don't have any pets. Do you? Never looked at weight. I just know when I feel good and when not. I know from mirror how I look. That gives enough. I want to get a tagelharppa. Sounds cool cause you can play it like kantele. Oh, tagelharppa. Never heard of that. I study dog behavior. Have a business for that on the side. I have 2 pups. Hey, let's go. I had 2 cats and 2 dogs. Let's go, our friend from Karelia. Yeah. Oh, I can appreciate a good dog, but more often than that, they are the owners don't teach them. They don't educate the dogs, or yeah. So I kind of have this thing. It's a little meme, but it's also true. I don't really like dogs because I don't like their owners. I train humans, not dogs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. More often than not, it's the fault of the owners if the dogs are acting like shit. So when I say that I hate dogs, I actually hate the owners. That's Tagelharpa. What is this? Nice. That's really cool. I'm not gonna be listening to it a whole lot because I don't want my YouTube video to get like stricken down and whatnot. So really cool stuff. Yeah, Tagelharppa. Yeah, that was very similar to how I hear like kantele. I think this is actually pretty good. Like, look at this. Like, I think this is pretty good. I do think this is pretty good. Maybe the toes could be a little bit, you know, fixed. So let's try that. So let's go ahead and take, for example, this. And then we're going to take the weight and we're going to like paint these a little bit more. And then we're going to take the other legs. So for example, like, okay, so not that one. So that's one. Okay, so that's that. So this, for example, should be like only this color, right? And that's probably fine. Then over here. Oh, okay, so well, I suppose that's fine. I watched the Ragnarok series. It was cool. Original audio, of course. A Ragnarok series. Wait, which one is that? Is it? It sounds so familiar, but I probably haven't seen it. Which one was it? Do we have lore? Can I read it somewhere? Stasia. So, I do have a lot of lore on my mind. The game is not going to be heavy on lore. I'm just gonna say that out. I'm just gonna say it out loud. This game is more about gameplay and kind of like environmental and level narrative. So the kind of like the world is gonna tell you, and it's not gonna like force the lore down your throat. So it's gonna be more like, you know, like Elden Ring or like From Software games, that there's quite a bit of like happening, but not much of it is explained. I do have like the underlying lore in my mind. I can tell you if you want. Kind of like the plot. Thor, the Norwegian series in Netflix. It's probably okay, cool. I haven't seen that. But yeah, there is a lot of lore in my mind. But this game is not about that like exactly. It's not about that exactly. So I think this should be basically the head's influence, right? So whenever the head moves, that moves as well. I think that's how it is. So let's just pick the bone here. Boom. And make this orange. I think that's the way, like the correct way to look at it. So let's do some preview poses. I think we're gonna be learning a lot of. So if we move this, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now if we move this, okay, so there's an error. There's an error. So the back wing, this one shouldn't be influenced by anything else than these two bones. So if we take this bone, for example, this should be like handling this side, and then basically this should be handling like all the rest. I think that's how it is. I think that's how it is. Okay, I don't know, something's happening with the geometry at the same time, which is kind of like tripping me out, but that's fine. Okay, let's try that. So I kind of want to get rid of the bones. Can I like... That's a debugging way actually to fix vertex influence. Oh, I didn't know. How do I get rid of the fucking bones? Alright, so let's try to move now. So I think if we move this... So there's... The hand is influencing... What? What? So something's happening with the hand. Let's take a look at the other hand. I think it's this one. Weight brush. Okay. I think that's right. And then we got the other hand. This is supposed to be like this color. And this is supposed to be that color. Alright. The series was pretty cool, says Progax. My only other reference to your way is Magnus Midbus, the climber from Sweden. Yeah, I've seen Magnus. He was popping off like 6 months ago, like in YouTube. Like I saw him climbing with PewDiePie and Will Tennyson, and yeah, he's been active. He's been really popping off. He's like crazy strong and crazy good climber. Yeah. like from what I've like seen, he seems a little cold. So that if I had like some criticism to him, I think he's a little cold. Wait, what is going on? All right, so what if we now move this? Okay, so that seems right. That's really cool. You can be like, scratch you. That's a lot getting a cold statement from a Finn. I know. All right, let's move this guy. This is really cool, man. This is really cool. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I'm really feeling like itchy on my tummy. Scratch, 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 scratch. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so that's actually pretty good. All right, so that moves pretty well as well. Yeah. That's not bad either. Then the leg moves. Damn, we are really cooking, guys. We like this is fire. Okay, so there's an issue. So if this moves, there's something fishy going on. There's something fishy going on. So the influence kind of like goes in, like it bleeds over here or something. So I think what we're looking at is the rear legs. Rear legs. So this one. No, it's not actually this one. I think it's actually the main body. It's the main body, isn't it? Usually the closest bone in view that steals. Yeah. So all the weight brush. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. I think this is supposed to be like red. And then the kind of like the yellow goes there, that's fine. Then when we have the body, where's the body? There's the body. So this is weird. This is a little weird. This is a little weird now, isn't it? Okay, and then there's something crap going on here as well. Oi, oi. Something crap going on here. So back right foot bone steals a little from front left foot. So back right foot. So it's this one. It steals a little bit from front left foot. Okay, so how the hell do I fix that? How the hell do I fix that? Not like that, that's for sure. So let's go into the front legs then. So this should be only this color. Like so. And then this should be basically like the top here. And let's move on to this part. So this is supposed to be... I think this could be like this color wholly. And then this one should be like so. And then finally this one's kind of like handling the top. So there's something going on. How do I fix like those? Edit geometry? Get out of here. So there's some like these artifacts, which I think are kind of like fucking things over. Like here. A little bit of an artifact. Wait, brush. better. What is going on here? So yeah, this is supposed to be like, I think this is supposed to be all blue. And then this can be like, alright, so I think this can be like this. And then this, oh, there's red there. That's an issue. Yeah. An extreme pose to see deform or any issues. Yeah. This has so many like bones and moving parts that this is gonna take a while to get right. This is gonna take a while to get right, that's for sure. So let's take a look at this next. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I want to get rid of these kinds of guys. These gotta go. These gotta go, alright? And these kind of things. Alright, let's apply. Oh, just wait when to figure out IK food for these animalistic legs. Oh shit, it's gonna be the worst. Thank God I have you to help. There's probably a tutorial for it to check it out. Oh boy, oh boy. What have we gotten ourselves into, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so are we like, do we have any like plain mistakes here? Okay, I think we are getting there. I think we are getting there, guys. We can start like bringing this guy into the game. Wait. I'm off for now. Nice, been nice chatting. I'll see you guys another time. Hey, Stimulus, was really cool to meet you. I hope to see you again. We do this every workday, and tomorrow's gonna be an extra stream. We're gonna be working with my awesome artist Ilunski that's in the chat. So I hope to see you there. Maybe you can drop by our Discord if you wanna know like when we are live. Take care, man, and have a good weekend. Have a nice one. All right. So what are we doing? What are we doing here? So those are, I think that's pretty much fine. These are, is there anything wrong in here? Supposed to be only like green and... Ooh, not that. Brush. Oh, nope. Alright. Remember to draw a good enough line, just some points, small issues here and there can be fixed post-production. Yeah, I really got into this. Like I'm in like zone. I'm in the zone. But I think we're good. So we should be able to bring this guy into the game now. We should be able to bring this guy into the scene. Let's give it a go. So, Ayatar, I choose you. She is small, but we're gonna make her bigger. Ayatar. Let's crank it up to a 3. Let's crank it up to a 3. Yeah, I've been loving like most of the different processes in the game development. Obviously some of them can be a little bit of jarring and hard and whatnot, but it is super cool like all the way through. It is. So that's Ayatar. Let's make a prefab out of her. There she is, guys. Should they be even bigger? I think that's gonna be alright. We might need to start changing like camera and whatnot if we start making them even bigger than that. Let's go inside. And I suppose we can just start moving her and see how she is. So basically we should be able to like just move her hands around. I bring both soft and hard skill improvement. Or it brings both soft and hard skill improvements. Once you learn and get to understand the hard skill, you also start to understand and appreciate the different disciplines of the production. Yeah, 100%. 100%, yeah. It's like I've been focusing on one aspect of the development for quite a while. That's not right, is it? That's not right. That's not right. So there's a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Weak point, knee. Yeah, but like basically like everything else seems to be like really good. Like even the tail. Cool stuff. That is cool stuff. Yeah, animating this is gonna be challenging, but that is cool. Let's go. Yeah. Now, let's. Should we save this? I think we're gonna do a commit now. That would be so nice to animate. I can't wait. I love your enthusiasm. Gotta get a lot of snacks and drinks. Brought Ayatar into the game. She's basically rigged and ready to go. Ready to be animated. Woo! Lotta says that this has been so much fun to watch the whole progress. Like I know that games needs a lot of work, but damn, they do need a lot of work. Yeah, it's like you kind of know. You just gotta know that games are a lot of work, but man, it is a lot of work. Like when you like really start to look at it, it is quite a bit of work. This is cool. Like what I could basically do is make them move. I could make them move. They wouldn't be animated, but they would be moving. So that's something I could do right now. I'm really starting to starve, which makes me wonder, like, should I take a break? I guess I could just take a break, like 15-minute break, and we can I can do some tortillas, and then we can continue. All right. So I kind of don't want to quit here. I kind of want to keep on going for a little while. Yeah. So I think the walking and making them wander around is gonna be fairly simple, but I really gotta get some food right now. So yeah, I'm gonna be calling the YouTube live here. If you wanna continue watching after the break, head over to twitch.tv/ameses. But yeah, bye bye YouTube. See ya tomorrow, most likely with the artist special.